When you saw what happened at the White House today in the Oval Office, what was your gut reaction?
I did feel disappointed by describing my husband in this way and kind of justify the crime. There is nothing to justify the crime, even if you don't agree or like certain person. Because of his opinion or vision for his country. To say he's controversial and he's unlikely, it does not give anyone right to just kidnap him, torture him, kill him, and dismantle his body. Yes, and it did hurt me a lot. And it's taken away as well. It's look like taking away the freedom for the journalists to do their job. And it will be
To ask the question.
To ask the question. And it will be, what is the difference then between US and any dictatorship Middle Eastern country?
We'll get to what the Crown Prince said in a moment, but the president, referring to the Crown Prince, said he knew nothing about it. How did you react when you heard the president say that?
It was so devastated for me as well, because the Crown Prince himself, he did accountability in 60 Minutes interview in 2019. He said, I'm responsible as a leader, but he did not do anything beyond that. He admitted verbally. He took responsibility verbally, but he did not take any action to show the world there is a rectifying of this crime. I'm talking about the action should be taken, transparent trial for the 18 men who performed the crime. And I did not receive an official apology myself as a wife. They destroyed my life, they taken my lover, and they killed me with my husband. I have 7 years of hell, sir. And they did not even look after me, and they used a spy material in me before I fled from Middle East to US. All of this not being rectified. If he take accountability verbally in 60 minutes, there is things need to be done to show really he's accountable for it. There is action behind this verbal accountability, which did not happen.
You just said 7 years of hell.
It is.
What do you mean by that?
It destroyed my life. They inverted my life, infiltrated my devices. They watch Jamal through me. This is what I discovered when I came to America after I cooperated with the Pegasus project with the Washington Post. They seek my help, which is I did help. And I discovered they was watching me since 2017. Way before they killed Jamal, to track him, because we saw...
The Saudis were watching you?
Emirati, by Bush. I grew up in Dubai, okay. Yes.
But in collaboration with the Saudis?
Absolutely, absolutely. Why Emirati will watch me? I was a cabin crew with Emirates for 22 years. I'm not a public figure or a politician to be watched. They watch me to track my husband because I'm a closest one to my husband. I was sharing his mission and vision. I'm the one that was supporting him in his exile. I was speaking up, putting in my social media, but it's fire back in me. They choose to destroy my life. They detained me many times in Dubai. I've been put in under house arrest. I've been tortured until I decided to flee to America.
And then they killed your husband.
And killed my husband and make my life hell. I'm isolated. I'm living away from my family. And it is very painful for me, sir. Today is the most painful day for me as well.
I want to read to you what the Director of National Intelligence, Avril Haines, released in an unclassified form in February 2021. Quote, we assess the Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince, Mohammed bin Salman, approved an operation in Istanbul, Turkey, to capture or kill Jamal Khashoggi. We base this assessment on the Crown Prince's control of decision-making in the kingdom, the direct involvement of a key advisor and members of Mohammed bin Salman's protective detail in the operation, and the Crown Prince's support for using violent measures to silence dissidents abroad, including Khashoggi. That's the U.S. government. How do you know this?
My lawyer, she did read the report. I did not read it myself, which is, it's very painful for me if they taken this decision. I'm not sure 100% the order being given by the Crown Prince himself, because I don't have the tools, I don't have that intelligence, I don't have a country to support me to dig in and to make sure. But I believe the crime has happened. There is a lot of things have to be shown to show the world they regret, and there is some change, vital change to be happened to show the world, yeah, we're not going to this crime again.
Sitting next to the president, the Crown Prince said today in response to that question from the ABC reporter, "It's really painful to hear that anyone losing his life for no real purpose. It's painful and it's a huge mistake, and we are doing our best that will never happen again."
I don't think they're doing their best, sir. I don't think so. There is nothing, there is no real action being taken. I didn't know what happened in the trial with the 18 man. In fact, they put my own lawyer, Saudi lawyer, in jail. He's in jail for 3 years because just he represents me. And they keep me away from everything. They're using all of the spy material against me. And they not even give me official apologies or looked after me financially. I did receive an official apologies from the lawyer represents Saudi Arabia here in America, the American lawyer. He told my lawyer they are feeling bad for me and they're sorry, but I did not receive any official apology either from the American lawyer represents Saudi or the Saudi lawyer back in Riyadh as well, because she used the diplomatic channel to reach them, my lawyer, and this is the outcome saying, and they've been kind of neglecting the fact they have to do something, and they're saying I have to go to Saudi Arabia to hire a lawyer to find what's happening, and which is a joke, sir. I'm scared of my life 24 hours. How can I leave American territory and go to Saudi Arabia now? And they're not even cooperating in a right way, either Saudi or Turkish, regarding this case.
You well remember in the immediate aftermath of Jamal Khashoggi's death, there was a sense that investment would not go back to Saudi Arabia, that the West would pull away. And for a while that was true. Yeah. For a short while that was true.
Yes.
It appears no longer to be true. And there are those who say there are bigger issues, larger things must be considered. I can't imagine you believe that.
I do have a mixed feeling regarding this, Mr. Major. In sense, Jamal always wished his country to develop and to be advanced and to have a good relation, equal relation with the whole the world, especially USA, to maintain the relations since it started with the President Roosevelt. But in the same time, I have a sore feeling. The Western country, they start having a crash about having a business deal and economic selling weapon and sport deal and artist entertainment deal. And absolutely, they start to forget about the human right value, which is a great value you have. You can go for both. You can have the economic deal, political deal, but in the same time, you have to maintain the value you're having. Otherwise, what will be a difference between US and any dictator country in the rest of the world? And that's shameful. But I believe now there is an opportunity for President Trump and the Crown Prince himself to do something. To show they really sincere about doing something, some change. It have to be some tolerance there. I'm talking about the Saudi and most of the Gulf state, actually. Mm-hmm. Because if you look to Jamal, the only problem Jamal have with the Crown Prince or reality in Saudi Arabia, it is his opinion. Jamal was not dangerous. Jamal only have his opinion and his pen, his thought and his vision and his pen. And they couldn't even have a tolerance for this. The opinion is different from them. They cannot have it. They need to learn to have a tolerance. They need to learn to rectify such a horrible crime. They need to take a real action by official apologize to me, financially compensate me, release the prisoner, the opinion prisoner or political prisoner in Saudi Arabia. And some of them is a friend of Jamal, like one guy called Assam Zamil. He's very well educated. He educated here in America. These things will show the world really there is a movement for a change with the help of President Trump as well. President Trump, he can do a lot in this time to show, yes, he's maintaining both sides.
So you do see a genuine opportunity, a possible opportunity. But when you saw the president's reaction to just one question about this today, how hostile he became, how defensive on behalf of the Crown Prince he became, does that still feel like an opportunity to you?
It was a disappointed. As soon I heard it, really, it was a disappointed. To silence the journalist, just she doing her job. She's been transparent and professional, and it shook me in a moment. But I wish really the President Trump do have to open the door to listen to me, to meet with me.
Would you like to meet with him?
I would love to meet with him. I would love to meet with him. I sent him a letter.
What would you want to tell him?
I want to tell him what is the real Jamal Khashoggi, what is the real beautiful person, stable person, open-minded, real open-minded. Jamal Khashoggi was very, very kind person and transparent. And you can sit with Jamal and you absolutely come with a different view, different idea, and I promise you will walk away with a smile. This is Jamal Khashoggi. He said with all background, all ideology, you have absolutely different idea from Jamal, but you will be able to walk with a smile, not upset.
And if you were to see the president face to face, you would tell him there is more opportunity to do more.
Absolutely, absolutely, yes. He can support to have some rectifying of this cause. There is big number, sir, of a prisoner in Saudi Arabia. They are in jail for about 7 or 8 years. Most of them is a friend of Jamal, just because of their opinion. Yes, with the help of President Trump, things can be happened. And he can maintain also the selling of weapons, and he can maintain the politics and the economic deal, and he can maintain also the Abraham Court. He focus on it. He can maintain all of this, but in another hand, he will maintain the American value. By the way, the first condition from Saudi Arabia to sign Abraham Court, it is not asking American authority never to criticize over Jamal Khashoggi again. And it will not happen, because today I was so proud when I heard his name from his colleague journalists from around the world, and I realized the journalists and the media people did not forget him.
Hanan Elatr Khashoggi, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I hope I managed to answer your question.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.